Scrap junkies, copper fiends, and stackers, welcome back to the channel. So I've got these pieces of silver that I mentioned in the last video that I was considering. I'm still up in, I'm still on the fence a little bit about do I want to try to purify this stuff a little bit better and then melt it, into a bar, or do I just want to melt this into a bar? See, the problem is I have an acid test that I bought on Amazon. So I don't know its like accuracy, and I never had anything to compare results to. All I had was this for silver, and I had a piece of gold which turned out to be 24 karat. It was like clear as day. But with the silver, it's like not as clear. I don't know why. And I've got, actually from the last video, I bought another $800 plus of silver. I've gone absolutely nuts. I've got a bunch more coins, a bunch more bars, like all kinds of things here, which we'll take a look at the end. But for now, I just want to figure out what is the purity of this stuff, because like I'm getting like you'll see. The acid test is kind of strange, but these coins right here are from SD Bullion. I know because of the packaging they came in here. These just arrived not too long ago. I'm actually going to put these in a sleeve in a minute. But yeah, and this is also from sdbullion.com. So, I mean, these came from a reputable dealer. So I want to do the silver test on one of these coins, one of these bars, and this stuff right next to each other. And then we can compare the color, the results, and just see. All right, so it's sat for a second, and you can actually see on this chart it says fine silver is 999, and it will be bright red. 925 silver will be dark red, and then .800 silver will be brown, and then 5.500 silver will be green. So I don't know how accurate this test is, precisely like the electronic machines. But as you can see, we had the coin, bar, and then my melted down experiments here. In that order, here's the coin, here's the bar, and there's my experiments. And you can see that we're getting the same color. It's red, but it's more of a brownish red. Or maybe that's just what it, yeah, it's definitely, they're all the same color. So these are all the same purity, or they're very, very close. And these are definitely confirmed through SD Bullion, so I would say that these are close enough. So as you can see from the test, it's really close. So I know, the stuff that I have in there is 999. It's confirmed, it's from a reputable dealer. But this stuff came from sterling silver stuff. So this is definitely 100% 925. Not 999, this is 925. So we've got 4.29 ounces of 925 silver. I actually thought this was a lower purity, but you live and you learn. So we've got a 5-ounce graphite ingot mold here. I want to melt all of this down and put it in there and stamp it. So we're going to get that ready to go. And then I have all of this dust that I screened out. You can see it's all at the bottom. I used a screen and screened out everything. I used a magnet to get all of the steel bits out. It's copper and brass dust. It's mostly copper, but it's contaminated, so it's gonna go in with the brass. Got some of my bullet casings here. So I want to start by putting this in there now, before we even get started. And we'll go fire it up. Let's see, this is gonna be quite tricky. Holy crap, look at that. I don't know if that's too much. We're gonna find out. I'm definitely gonna put a bunch of borax in there and flux that out. So here's the new graphite ingot mold. I don't want to use this yet. I kind of want to keep it nice. And here's the old one. You can see it's starting to deteriorate and fall apart, but it's still good. I take graphite spray, dry graphite lube spray right here, and I've been just spraying it inside, and I don't know, I think it's helping prolong the life of that thing, because I've done a lot of bars with that and it's still going. So it's kind of cold outside, so I brought the I brought a tank in last night and let it sit next to the heater overnight. Hopefully it will help. Alright, we're gonna start with the silver. A fire in the hole. I'm hoping that this thing doesn't, like, the flame doesn't just blow it over. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't know where my fire bricks went. Should be fine. We'll see. Staying up. Alright, it looks melted. But I'm gonna give it like a little extra time. It's gotta be super hot because that stuff just cools off so quick. I'm gonna heat up the ingot mold. And yeah, see if we can pull this one off. All right, we got two somewhat even little silver bars here. We'll get these cleaned up. Let's see what they look like. That never gets old. Alright, time for the brass. We've got, I'm interested to see if that thing melts down. Oh, away she goes. It's finally starting to melt, just barely. It's shrinking down too, that's good. So we should be, yeah, it's been about like 10-15 minutes. I mean, that's a lot of stuff in there to get hot. I'm just sitting there heating up the tank to try to get pressure out of it. Bit of gas left, so I threw my brand new crucible in there with some borax to temper and season it, because it needs to be heated up and then cooled all the way down before we melt any metal inside of it. But it's crazy because these things shrink down so much. Like, it's crazy putting a brand new one in there and seeing an old one. It's absolutely amazing how much these things shrink. Man, these little bars get hot quick. All right, time to make a mess. I haven't really had time to figure out some sort of like grinding contraption to keep my basement clean, so screw it. We're just gonna make a mess again. So this is the dust bar that was all over the place. And actually, once I grinded the surface off, you could see the brass come through. So check this out. You can see the brass like grain structure. Looks dark and dingy. Hit it with this wire brush. it comes alive. I love that. I think that looks so cool. Alright, how did we do? So I went online and got the chart price for everything. And that's what we're basing prices off of. And usually I would have left this in the Crucible. But I decided, you know what? If I'm going to sell this, it's probably going to be all at once anyway. So what does it matter? And this really puts things into perspective for you. If you're going to be going to buy that 1 pound copper bar from SD Bullion for $25, this thing's almost 3 pounds. It's 2.6 pounds, and look how small it is. Like, look at, like, 1 pound of copper is nothing. $25? No, thank you. But copper, we have 305.4 pounds worth $1,301 as of today. Then we added a little bit more brass to the stash. We have 55 pounds even of brass, worth $112.20. Still have my grandmother's gold nug. Well, this was my grandmother's necklace that I melted and purified into a little gold button. Got all the crap metals out. That was a fun little experiment. And then, now we can move on to the silver. So here's our little silver experiments. I had to melt these twice. I melted it once, tried to fit this all in the ingot mold. Wouldn't fit. I had to take it out, remelt it, and try to guesstimate half and half. So one's a little over 2 ounces, one's a little under 2 ounces. It's like 1.97. It's really, really close, but it is what it is. I'm not melting them again. I think this is way better than the little crappy chunks that we had before, and I stamped 925 on both of these. The top's a little crummy, but you know what? It's silver, and I did not want to sit there and grind silver into dust. I gave it a quick polish, and that's good enough for me. We've got some other new silver products here. So for silver, we're up to 64.16 ounces with everything. So if we add up all these metals, all these precious metals, we're sitting at $3,122.51 as of today. The forgotten money stash. It's good to have kicking around. But I got a bar that I actually thought was fake. Yeah. I've been ordering the random year or random bar. You know what I mean? Because it's cheaper to buy random. Because whatever they have the most of at SD Bullion, they will just send you whatever they have. So I've been getting a lot of these Italy bars. I have 4 of these now. But one of them, I was like, uh-oh, what is that? Let's see if you can spot the difference. Anybody spot the difference? Well, it's in the serial number. At the very bottom, right here. This is engraved. This one is punched or stamped. So this was concerning because my other 3 bars look exactly like this. They're all stamped. And this one was engraved. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on there? But I tested it. I test everything. I don't care if it comes from a reputable dealer or not. I test it myself anyway. Because I don't want to be that guy that goes to retire and brings in their stash and finds out half of it's fake. That's not going to be me. Hell no. And then we got some coins. Some new coins. I wanted a full sleeve, and I thought a full sleeve was 30 coins, but these sleeves only hold 26. So I ordered random year coins. So I've got 18 2011s, and I've got 12 2022s. So I ordered the random year, and they sent me 2011, so that's probably what they had. But look at the difference. Holy crap. The 2022s are like pieces of freaking... They're just... It's like nice. I mean, the 2011s are nice, but you can definitely tell the difference. These 2022s are like sexy, man. Like, I'm definitely a bar guy. I like the bars better. Just because it's lower premium and you're getting more weight for less money. But these coins are... I mean, come on. Look at these 2022s. Can you see the difference here? That background. I mean, it's really hard to get on camera, but it's like a bunch of little lines. Basically makes it look like a matte background on the 2022. Versus the 2011, which is kind of like the same flat... whatever. It's like kind of polished, but kind of not. And then we look at the back. And you can see on the 2022s, there's an extra little maple leaf stamp under the maple leaf. And it's the same matte background. Really nice looking coins. I mean, the 2011s are cool, but these 2022s are really, really nice. And again, I just want to be clear here that I'm not buying copper. I'm not buying copper bullion. I don't think that's a wise move. You know, this is just a hobby to me. You know what I mean? I invested in the forge and the equipment necessary to melt metals into that. It's fun. I don't know. I enjoy it. It never gets old. And you know what? You can sit on it for a while. And when you get older, maybe you'll have a nice little payday. You know what I mean? It's like a side hustle that doesn't pay you now, but potentially, like, nobody can see the future, but potentially in the future it might be... You might be glad you did it. So I got a really good question for you guys. Please leave it in the comments. I really want to know what you guys think. I want as many opinions on this topic as possible. Bars or coins? Where should you put your money? It seems like the bars are a better investment to me because it's a lower premium. And it seems like the more you buy, the more you save. And you have weight, which is the key. Because the chart price goes by weight. But they do pay over spot depending on where it came from. That's the other thing. And also the bars, at least the ones I have, are 999. 3 nines pure. The coins, if you look on the back, they're actually 4 nines pure. Is that why the spot price on coins is a little bit higher? I would imagine it could be part of the 4 nines plus. I mean, that must have been a nightmare to make. I mean, that is insane. That's a piece of art. But yeah, anyways, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this one. Make sure you subscribe. Do all that stuff down there. See you later.